So, the banning of a neo-Nazi group is going to come into effect Friday of this week. A group called National Action, who are on the extreme right wing of the political spectrum. Apparently this is the first group of this kind engaged in extremist right-wing activities to be proscribed by terrorism laws here in the UK. Specifically the Terrorism Act of 2000. To quote Amber Rudd, our Home Secretary, "I am clear that the safety and security of our families, communities and country comes first. So today, I am taking action to proscribe neo-Nazi group National Action. This will mean that being a member of, inviting support for this organisation will be a criminal offence. National Action is a racist, anti-Semitic and homophobic organisation which stirs up hatred, glorifies violence and promotes a vile ideology, and I will not stand for it. It has absolutely no place in a Britain that works for everyone." End quote. The idea that this country works for everyone is ridiculous in itself, but anyway. So, what are we talking about here? A radical group of maybe a couple of hundred members nationwide, fairly secretive. A couple of its members involved in criminal activity, we know this, violence and incitement to racial hatred. And apparently this group's been targeting universities, looking to drum up support. Former editor of Searchlight, Jerry Gable, said, "National Action are highly organised with a lot of foreign money backing them up. They're not looking to attract thickos who just want to fight, but unfortunately that is all they have at the moment. They want thinkers who are prepared to die for National Socialism." End quote. Now, I don't know what the government's found out in its investigations. I'm not privy to that. Obviously, if you've got people out there committing acts of violence or actively encouraging people to break the law, of course they should be stopped, arrested, charged. Yeah, put through the grinder, so to speak, the legal grinder. But this concerns me. Maybe we are dealing with a vile ideology, as the Home Secretary says, but should they be on a list of proscribed groups? Are they a genuine terrorist concern? Think about this though. A politician can put an entire group of people on a list where being a member or showing support or even wearing a certain kind of clothing can see you prosecuted for a terrorist offence. Doesn't that seem a bit extreme to you? The 2000 Terrorism Act also gives what I would say are too much powers to the police, but I don't really want to get into that here. Politicians and police with too much power. Yeah, they do. Anyway, I ask the question in earnest. Is this more to do with politics in the conventional sense than genuine security concerns? Is this the British Conservative Party looking to set a precedent? The rhetoric of Amber Rudd suggests to me strongly that this is what we're seeing. Allow me to ask a further question. Should we ban National Socialist groups in this country on the basis of their beliefs? Feel free to use the comment section to respond. My answer is no. Should people be free to form an organisation around racist, anti-Semitic, anti-homosexual positions? Yes, they should. Should they be free to break the law? No, of course not. Is Nazism morally defensible? No, it's a pile of steaming dog shit, but that's kind of besides the point. Within the bounds of the rule of law, you should be able to follow whatever movement or belief system you choose. Maybe we need to take a look at some existing legislation, vague and dangerous as it is, and view it as undermining the rule of law, giving too much power to the state, allowing ideologically driven politicians to compromise key freedoms. What do you folks think about this? Some intelligent feedback would be welcome.